There's nothing wrong with giving your new young adult a leg up as they enter the brave new world, but it can easily slip into enabling mode if you're not careful. This week I'm going to discuss with you when it's time to stop paying your kids' way and how to go about doing so. Stay tuned. I get it. It's difficult to say no to your kids, but it really is what's best for them in the long run. If you haven't invested in them in this area leading up to this moment, it's going to be a harder set of conversations, but you can do it. Here's 6 tips you can use to address the how of helping them move on and move up in the world on their own 2 feet. First, teach them to budget. If you haven't already, sit down with them and help them to learn to budget. You can't expect them to do well managing additional responsibilities if they can't manage the ones they already have. For more information you can point them to both pre and post discussion on this subject, check out my previous Savvy Saturday video, How to Create a Strong Budget That Actually Sticks. Second, set a deadline. Dropping the hammer cold turkey rarely works, so set a deadline and have multiple intentional conversations with them, helping them prepare and learn for the inevitable cutoff point. Eagles don't learn to fly staying in the nest. Give them small responsibilities that increase progressively so they can grow in the meantime. Make sure to stay supportive during this transition period, but be careful to not cross a line into enabling. Do it with them, not for them. It's critical that they learn from their own mistakes. That's how responsibility grows. Third, consider bringing in a professional. Going through financial coaching with your young adult can be a great way to break the ice over the topic. Show them the importance of the matter and bring transparency to the conversation. Encourage them to plug into a coach who will help them build this financial foundation that they need, and even if you're the one paying for the sessions, requiring that they have some skin in the game will force them to take it seriously. I do these types of sessions that are joint often, and it results in some phenomenal transformations. P.S. I can coach anyone, anywhere virtually. Fourth, discuss shared expenses. In some rare cases, it may make sense to still share expenses such as a cell phone bill. But before you decide, here's a couple of things to consider. Are you splitting the cost correctly? For example, with cell phone, if you're only requiring they pay access and device fees, they aren't paying their share of the data and minutes pool. Not sure what I mean? Check out my previous Savvy Saturday video, Understanding Your Cell Phone Bill. Secondly, even if that helps them lower expenses, is that really what's best for them in this case? Sure, it's always better to pay less, but is it keeping them aware of the true cost of these services and how to manage them? Remember to think beyond the numbers. Fifth, silver spoons are no exception. Even if your kids are so blessed that you could afford to cover all their costs, it's still not wise to do so. Just imagine how poorly they'll handle their inheritance when you finally pass away. Without training, they will likely squander it, and oftentimes it can result in their own ruin. That's not the kind of legacy we want to leave. And lastly, example is king. While it may be more comfortable to not include your kids in your personal finances, studies show that it's good to start opening this up to them when they're teens. Transparency breeds trust, and when they trust you, they will listen to you. Do as I say, not as I do, simply does not work. Allow your children to observe your spending and other financial habits, yes, even your mistakes and struggles, and have quality discussions about it. But hey, if you want them to learn about money from banks and credit card companies, there's always that option. No, don't do that. Take charge, lead by example. You got this. I hope you found this information helpful. Make sure to download my free ebook, The Money Finder, which helps you save in 5 major expense areas. And come join me in the Strong Together Money community. It's my free Facebook community designed to keep you focused, informed, and growing on your financial journey. Also, are you tired of paying that ridiculous cable bill but don't know how to keep your content without it? Maybe you've even cut cable already, but you're wondering if there's a better option that could save you more or give you even more options without added cost. Check out my online course, Cable Cutting Academy, at cablecuttingacademy.com for more information. It's helped plenty of people find options and at least $100 a month in savings, step by step. This has been Jeremy with Strength in Numbers, helping you find more money to fund your dreams.